In a small seaside village, there lived a young boy named Kato. He loved to paint, and one day, he stumbled upon a magical paintbrush that brought his artwork to life. Kato was overjoyed and couldn't wait to share his new treasure with his friends. As Kato shared his magical paintbrush with his friends, they were amazed by the beautiful artwork that came to life. They asked him to paint a mural on the town hall, and Kato happily agreed. But when he shared the brush with the whole town, people started to argue over who should get to use it next. Kato felt sad and wondered if he had made a mistake by sharing his magical paintbrush. He didn't want to fight with his friends and the townspeople. He decided to hide the brush and paint something new without sharing it with anyone. But as he painted without sharing his brush, Kato realized that it wasn't the same. His artwork didn't feel as special, and he missed the joy of sharing it with others. He remembered the happy moments he had with his friends and the townspeople when they all worked together to create something beautiful. Kato decided to share his magical paintbrush with the town once again, but this time, he came up with a new idea. He asked everyone to work together to create a big, beautiful mural that represented the town's friendship and kindness. Together, they painted a stunning mural that showed the town's beauty and kindness. Kato shared his magical paintbrush with everyone, and they all felt proud and happy to have been a part of it. Kato learned that sharing his gifts with others brought him joy and happiness. He realized that kindness and generosity were the most valuable things he could share with the world. From that day on, Kato shared his magical paintbrush with everyone, and it brought the town even closer together. They all learned the value of kindness and generosity, and their town became a happier and more loving place. The villagers celebrated Kato's kindness and generosity, and they thanked him for sharing his magical paintbrush with them. Kato felt happy and proud to have made a difference in his community. Kato's magical paintbrush became a symbol of the town's kindness and generosity. It reminded everyone of the importance of sharing and working together to create something beautiful. Years went by, and Kato grew up to be a famous artist, but he never forgot the lessons he learned from his magical paintbrush. He continued to share his art with the world, spreading kindness and joy wherever he went. Kato's story teaches us that kindness and generosity are the most valuable gifts we can share with the world. By sharing our talents and time with others, we can create something truly beautiful and bring joy to those around us. So, let's remember Kato's story and the lessons he learned from his magical paintbrush. Let's share our gifts with others and spread kindness and joy wherever we go. The end. The moral of the story is that kindness and generosity are the most valuable gifts we can share with the world. By sharing our talents and time with others, we can create something truly beautiful and bring joy to those around us. This moral story for kids teaches us the importance of sharing and working together to create something beautiful. It reminds us that kindness and generosity are the most valuable gifts we can share with the world. So, let's remember Kato's story and the lessons he learned from his magical paintbrush. Let's share our gifts with others and spread kindness and joy wherever we go. Thank you for watching this moral story for kids. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe for more kids' stories, bedtime stories, and animated stories. In a small seaside village, Max lived with his family in a cozy little cottage. Max loved playing on the beach, watching the seagulls soar overhead, and collecting shells and pebbles. But today was different. Max's mom had baked a special treat, a warm, chewy cookie, and she had given it to Max as a reward for helping with chores. As Max sat on the beach, he couldn't stop thinking about his cookie. He loved cookies, and this one was his favorite. Just as he was about to take a bite, a friend of his, Ben, came up to him. Ben had been struggling all week and had lost his favorite toy. Max, feeling sorry for his friend, decided to give him his last cookie. Ben was overjoyed and thanked Max for his kindness. But just as they were about to share the cookie, a strong gust of wind blew it out of Max's hands, and it disappeared into the distance. Max and Ben frantically searched for the cookie, but it was nowhere to be found. As they walked back to the village, a group of children from the village school approached them. They had also seen the cookie being blown away and offered to help Max and Ben search for it. Together, they all walked along the beach, searching high and low for the cookie. Just as they were about to give up hope, a little dog wagged its tail and ran towards them. In its mouth was the cookie, partially eaten, but still recognizable. The group cheered, and Max's mom, who had been watching from a distance, rushed over to give her son a big hug. As they walked back to the village, Max realized that sharing his cookie with others had led to an unexpected outcome. He had shown kindness, and in return, he had received kindness and help from his friends and community. Max learned that sharing with others can bring unexpected kindness back to you. He was grateful for the experience and made a promise to himself to always share his treasures with others. From that day forward, Max made it a point to share his cookies and other treats with those around him. And every time he did, he felt a sense of joy and connection to his community. As the story of Max and his cookie spread, the villagers began to share their own stories of kindness and generosity. The village became a place where people looked out for one another, and everyone felt a sense of belonging. Years went by, and Max grew up to be a kind and compassionate person. He never forgot the lesson he learned from sharing his cookie and continued to spread kindness wherever he went. The story of Max and his cookie became a legend in the village, a reminder of the power of kindness and generosity. And every time someone shared a cookie or a smile, the village would come together to celebrate the act of kindness. Max's story teaches us that kindness is a contagious thing. When we show kindness to others, it can spread and bring people together in powerful ways. So the next time you're thinking of sharing something with someone, remember Max's story and the kindness that came back to him. Share your cookies, your smile, or your time with others, and watch how it can bring people together. And always remember, kindness always finds its way back to you.
Imagine watching your father defend a man accused of a crime you know he didn't commit. You're 8 years old, and the town is watching. That's exactly what Scout Finch does as she watches her father, Atticus, take on the case of Tom Robinson, a black man wrongly accused of raping a white woman. Scout's mother, Calpurnia, is the glue that holds their household together. A kind-hearted black woman, she's the one who takes care of Scout and her brother, Jem. As Scout grows up, she sees the world through Calpurnia's eyes, learning about the harsh realities of racial inequality. As the trial approaches, Scout notices the tension in the air. The townspeople are divided, and the atmosphere is thick with hostility. Atticus remains calm, but Scout can sense his determination to prove Tom's innocence. The day of the trial arrives, and Scout's father takes the stand to defend Tom. As Atticus speaks, Scout listens intently, taking in every word. She begins to see the world through different eyes, understanding that justice isn't just about winning or losing, but about doing what's right. As the trial unfolds, Scout witnesses the ugliness of racism firsthand. She sees how the townspeople treat Tom, how they're quick to judge and condemn without evidence. But she also sees her father's courage, his unwavering commitment to justice. The verdict is delivered, and Scout is devastated. The jury returns a guilty verdict, and Tom is sentenced to death. As she watches her father leave the courtroom, Scout feels a deep sense of loss and injustice. Scout's world is turned upside down. She's faced with the harsh reality of racial inequality and the injustices that come with it. But she's also inspired by her father's courage, his willingness to stand up for what he believes in. As the days go by, Scout becomes more aware of the world around her. She sees how the townspeople treat her father, how they ostracize him for defending a black man. But she also sees the strength in her father's convictions. Scout's innocence is lost. She's faced with the harsh realities of racial inequality and the injustices that come with it. But she's also inspired by her father's courage, his willingness to stand up for what he believes in. The trial's aftermath is brutal. Tom is killed in prison, and Scout is left reeling. She's faced with the harsh reality of racial inequality and the injustices that come with it. Scout's father, Atticus, is devastated. He's lost the case, and his friend has been killed. But he's also proud of the stand they took, the courage they showed in the face of adversity. As Scout grows up, she never forgets the lessons she learned from her father. She remembers the courage he showed in the face of adversity, the strength he found in his convictions. The most emotional sentence from this story: courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that something else is more important than fear. Scout's story is one of courage, of standing up for what's right, even when it's hard. It's a reminder that we all have the power to make a difference, to bring about change in the world. As we close this story, we're left with a question: what would you do if you were Scout? Would you stand up for what's right, even when it's hard? The verdict is delivered, and Scout is left with a deep sense of loss and injustice. But she's also inspired by her father's courage, his willingness to stand up for what he believes in. Scout's world is turned upside down. She's faced with the harsh reality of racial inequality and the injustices that come with it. But she's also inspired by her father's courage, his willingness to stand up for what he believes in. As Scout grows up, she never forgets the lessons she learned from her father. She remembers the courage he showed in the face of adversity, the strength he found in his convictions. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that something else is more important than fear. That's what Scout learns from her father, and that's what she carries with her for the rest of her life. The lesson Scout learned from her father's story is one that we can all learn from. It's a reminder that courage is not weakness, but strength. Imagine the last words you'd ever say to the person you love. Kira's eyes locked onto Maya's as she whispered, "I'll always be with you, sis." The last arena was a cruel joke, a televised spectacle where the strong survived and the weak perished. But for Kira, it was a chance to save her sister's future. Kira's life had been reduced to a series of calculated risks and narrow escapes. But with Peyton by her side, everything felt different. Their trainers, the ruthless and cunning Victor and Lena, pushed them to their limits, honing their skills for the arena. But Kira knew she couldn't trust them. As the days turned into weeks, Kira's bond with Peyton grew stronger. They were more than just allies, they were family. But the arena had other plans. In the first bloodbath, Kira and Peyton were forced to fight each other. The rules were clear: only one could survive. The crowd roared as they clashed, their blades flashing in the dim light. But Kira knew she couldn't let Peyton win, not at any cost. Peyton stumbled back, gasping for air, as Kira landed a vicious blow. But just as she raised her sword for the final strike, something clicked inside her. She remembered Maya's words, "You're the strongest person I know, Kira. Don't let them break you." With newfound resolve, Kira turned to face the arena's deadliest creature, a monstrous, acid-spewing behemoth. She charged forward, ready to face her greatest challenge yet. The battle raged on, with Kira dodging and weaving between the behemoth's attacks. But as the crowd roared and the stakes grew higher, she began to tire. Just when all hope seemed lost, Peyton appeared, taking down the behemoth with a series of precise, deadly blows. But as the arena's cameras captured their emotional reunion, Kira knew the truth: she had sacrificed too much, given up too much, to save her sister. The cost was too high. In the end, Kira chose a different path. She chose to sacrifice herself, to give Peyton the chance to escape and save Maya's future. And as the arena's curtains closed, Peyton stood alone, his heart heavy with grief and guilt. He had lost the one person he loved, the one person who made him whole. Imagine falling in love with someone you know you're going to lose. The thought is unbearable, yet Alicia and Daniel couldn't help but feel drawn to each other that summer. Alicia came from a world of privilege, but Daniel showed her a love and acceptance she had never experienced before. As their relationship deepened, the harsh realities of their differences began to surface. Alicia's parents wanted her to marry a man from their social circle, but Alicia's heart belonged to Daniel. Daniel, determined to make a better life for himself and Alicia, worked tirelessly to prove himself worthy of her love. But as the months went by, the distance between them grew, and Alicia's parents' disapproval became too much to bear. Alicia made the difficult decision to leave Daniel, believing it was for the best, but her heart ached with every step away from him. Years went by, and Alicia's life took a path she never could have imagined, but the thought of Daniel and their lost love never left her heart. Alicia received an old letter from Daniel, and as she read the words, she felt the memories come flooding back. The letter told her that Daniel had never given up on their love, and that he had been waiting for her all these years. Alicia was torn between the life she had built and the love she had lost, but as she read the final sentence of the letter, she knew what she had to do. She had to go back to Daniel, no matter the cost, because their love was worth fighting for. But as she stepped inside, she was met with a reality she had never expected. Daniel had been waiting for her, but life had moved on, and he had built a new life without her. Alicia knew that she had made the right decision, but the pain of their separation would stay with her forever. Their love had conquered time and circumstance, but it had also revealed the harsh realities of their world. The end of their love story was a reminder that even the most beautiful things can be fragile and fleeting. Imagine living with a secret that's slowly destroying you. Melinda's world fell apart last summer, and she's been trapped in silence ever since. But as the new school year begins, she's forced to face her classmates once again. Melinda's best friend, Rachel, tries to rekindle their bond over a casual lunch, but Melinda's silence makes it clear she's not ready to connect. As the days go by, Melinda finds solace in her art class, where she begins to express herself through painting. Her teacher, Ms. Thompson, notices her talent and encourages her to explore her creativity. But when Melinda's artwork is discovered by her classmates, they react with a mix of curiosity and fear. Her secret begins to unravel, and she's faced with the possibility of being shunned or ostracized. Melinda's silence is broken when she's confronted by her tormentor, Jake, who's been spreading rumors about her past. The encounter leaves her shaken and uncertain about her place in the school. As Melinda struggles to come to terms with her new reality, she finds an unlikely ally in her art teacher, Ms. Thompson, who encourages her to use her art to confront her fears and find her voice. Melinda's artwork takes on a new depth, reflecting her inner turmoil and struggle for self-expression. Her classmates begin to see her in a new light, and they're drawn to her authentic voice. But just as Melinda's finding her footing, she's faced with a new challenge, a rival artist, Emily, who's determined to sabotage her work and undermine her confidence. Melinda's world is turned upside down when she discovers a long-buried secret about her family's past. The revelation threatens to destroy everything she thought she knew about herself. With her world crumbling around her, Melinda turns to her art as a source of comfort and strength. She pours her emotions into a powerful piece that becomes a testament to her resilience. The night before the school's annual art exhibition, Melinda's anxiety reaches a boiling point. She's faced with the possibility of failure, rejection, and heartbreak. As the exhibition unfolds, Melinda's artwork steals the show, and she's lauded as a rising star in the art world. But amidst the celebration, she's forced to confront the demons she's been avoiding. In a final, desperate attempt to reclaim her voice, Melinda takes the stage and delivers a powerful speech that leaves the audience in awe. But just as Melinda's about to take her final bow, Emily appears, intent on ruining her moment. The confrontation ends in a shocking twist that leaves Melinda shattered. Melinda's world is left in ruins, her voice silenced once more. The weight of her secret has proven too great, and she's forced to retreat from the world, alone and broken. The Girl Who Found Her Voice, a story of silence and survival.
Lily was a little girl who lived in a seaside village with her family. She loved playing with the seagulls and watching the fishermen bring in their daily catch. Lily's family owned a small ice cream shop, where they sold the creamiest ice cream in town. Lily loved helping her mom scoop ice cream into cones and making smiles on children's faces. One day, a big storm hit the village, and the ice cream shop was flooded. The family lost all their ice cream and equipment, and they were left with nothing. Lily's family was devastated, and they didn't know how they would recover. But Lily had an idea. She remembered seeing a group of children playing on the beach without any toys or games. She decided to use her last dollar to buy them some toys and games. Her mom was hesitant at first, but Lily convinced her to let her do it. Lily went to the beach and bought the children some toys and games. They were overjoyed, and they thanked Lily for her kindness. As they were playing, one of the children noticed that Lily was smiling, and they asked her why. She said, "I'm happy because I gave away my last dollar, and it made you all happy." The children looked at each other and said, "We're happy because you're happy, Lily." And they all hugged each other, surrounded by the toys and games. This moment was the most emotionally powerful for Lily, and it made her realize that giving selflessly brings joy and rewards. From that day on, Lily continued to spread kindness and joy throughout the village, and her family's ice cream shop was rebuilt stronger than ever. Lily's story spread far and wide, and people came from all over to hear about the little girl who gave away her last dollar and found joy in giving. Lily's family was grateful for the kindness of strangers, and they continued to run their ice cream shop with a heart full of love and kindness. And Lily, the little girl who gave away her last dollar, was hailed as a hero and a reminder that kindness always finds its way back to you. The villagers would often say that Lily's kindness had a ripple effect, spreading joy and happiness throughout the village and beyond.